The last achievement has been achieved. The apartment is at peace.
So Shadow Complex, this was an interesting game when it was released. I remember Cliffy B coming out on E3 saying, yeah, I make Gears of War, but I'm also a fan of those old school games and side-scrollers like Super Metroid, and I wanted to make something like that. So here's Shadow Complex, and here's this cool foam mechanic that, you'll use to take out stuff, but you can also use it as platforms. And I actually got really excited for this game because up until that point, I've just been focusing on, the indie titles, that were using just simple graphics but had amazing gameplay, and now this is probably one of the first XBLA games that had a high production quality as far as audio and visuals, and it showed that this was going to be a big file. This is one of those games that back in the early days XBLA had a strict download size limit. You could only have a game at a certain size. Now it's all over the place. You've got arcade games that are like 1.5 to 2 gigs now. But it was really interesting, and I really got excited. And that was probably one of the first games that I ever got day one of release on XBLA. And we're going to go through the achievements. Now, this is back in the day when it was just 12, 200 points. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. But I'm here to show you how to get all 12 achievements in Shadow Complex. Let's get started.
Jason, where'd you...
Hey there, cutie.
How did you do that?
Ninja training.
So the first one's going to be easy. It's going to be to kill a blackbird. Now, basically, there's going to be a small little tutorial mission that you're going to play as a different character to set up the story. And just basically all you have to do is just, shoot some missiles at the helicopter. Now, this can be done in any difficulty. So you're going to do at least a few playthroughs of this game for the various achievements. So, it's story-based. You're going to get it no problem. Now, this game is actually a lot like Gears of War 2, where they actually have an achievement progression bar that will pop up and show you how far along you are. And the thing is, with a lot of these achievements, there's a certain number of things that you need to do, but that number keeps increasing even after you got the achievement because it goes towards extra XP for leveling up your character. And one of the ones is Let's Get Punchy, where you have to perform 5 melee attacks on soldiers. Now, you're going to be doing this in the early beginnings anyway because your gun that you first start off with isn't really all that powerful. So the easiest thing you're going to do is sneak up behind a guy, hit the B button, and you'll just take him out with a melee. So you do that 5 times and you get an easy achievement. Bomb Up Hunter requires you to kick 20 of these little spider robots. Now, they come in different varieties. There's ones that shoot the purple foam at you. There's ones that just explode on contact. So basically, your easiest way of getting this achievement is a lot of them will be crawling on the walls. What you want to do is just, take a couple shots at them with any type of weapon. As soon as they fall, run over to them and hit the melee button, which is the B button. And as long as you kick it, then you'll get the achievement. On your way to Bomb Up Hunter, you're also going to get an achievement called Lookout, which is to kill a soldier with a bomba. So once you shoot one of them down, as long as there's a soldier in front of you and you kick it in front of them, if they die, you got it. Now, I love the naming of this one. It's actually a tribute to Homestar Runner and Strogbet Email. My head explode. It's basically just to get 50 headshots. Now, the way the mechanic works in this, because it is a 2D side-scrolling game, you also have free-range control over where you aim. So you use the right analog stick to actually move up and down with your gun, and also to the background, because there's going to be enemies that are coming into the foreground. As long as you just push it a little bit above Maybe just like if you've got the analog stick, you just push it up a little bit and just aim for their heads. You're going to get 50 headshots easily in this. Make them scream is really random. You actually have to get 100 soldiers to scream. And like I said, this could be purely random. It could be from just a regular kill with a gun, a melee attack. Not so much a melee attack because most of your melee attacks are going to be stealth based. But you can either get it through killing them with the gun, or if they're next to an exploding barrel, shoot the barrel and they'll explode. Like I said, there's no real set way to make them scream. It's just purely random. But if you hear a ah, then you've gotten it. Now, Super Metroid fans are going to be familiar with this power-up. It's essentially the speed booster. And for this achievement, it's going to be called Walking on Water. There's this giant lake in the upper right-hand corner of the map that you have to run across. But once you build up enough speed, you can actually run on water. Now, you have to run from one end to the other without stopping. And it gets really hard because there's a cottage in the middle. But if you've got another one of the power-ups, which will allow you to double jump and use jet boots, you should be able to clear it without any problems. Alright, so now we got 3 achievements that you're rewarded for beating the game, and for beating it on different settings. One of them will be Hero, which is just beat the game. The other one is Completionist, for beating the game with 100% item collection, and Minimalist, for beating the game with less than 13%. Now, you think that less than 13% might be hard, but actually it's not that bad. You just don't have to pick up the extra stuff. Don't pick up any additions to your grenades, your missiles, your foam shots. As long as you just get like the base weapons, then you should be okay. And for Completionist, again, it's just to get 100% on the game and collect all the items. A lot of them are hidden, and a lot of them require you to retraverse a lot of things as soon as you get the power-ups that you need, just like Super Metroid, just like Castlevania. Now, I'm not going to give you tips on how to find everything. I'm just going to get you to look down below in the YouTube video. I've included a link to the Achievement Hunter map, which will show you, and with little bitty YouTube videos, will show you exactly where everything is if you get stuck. But this is such a great map. This helped me on my playthrough when I did it, so I highly encourage everyone to go to the site, use the map to its full advantage. So Proving Grounds is actually just for completing the tutorial. So it's just, making sure you can master all the moves once you get all the body parts for the exosuit and all the other various weapons and gadgets that come along with it. Not that hard. You're actually going to find this pretty easy once you get a hang of the controls. And finally, we're looking at Serious Complex. Now, for this achievement, you need to max out and get to level 50. This one is going to be the most time-consuming of them all, because once you reach a certain mid-tier level, let's say like around your 25, 26, it gets increasingly harder to get to level 50. Now, one of the main tactics that, thankfully, again, the guys at Achievement Hunter pointed out, this is probably the best method I have found to grind out your levels. Now, you're going to need to be playing on the highest difficulty ever. You'll slowly unlock that when you do successful playthroughs. So when you're on the highest difficulty, there's this special part of the map, which I'm showing in the video right here. You want to save your game here. And what you want to do is run through and just start combo killing all the soldiers there. Once you do that, you're going to rank up at least like a 7 or 8 hit combo, which will give you a lot of XP. After that, go back to the save point. Once it saves, you want to reload from last checkpoint. What this will do is it will keep you in that room, but it will respawn all the enemies. So all you have to do is just go back up the ladder, kill the enemies again, go back, rinse, lather, repeat. Put a podcast on. Put one of my podcasts on. I've got a playlist if you guys want to listen to me and Melanie talk about some stuff. Our podcast is right down below as well. So, put some of those on while you do it. You're going to need something to keep you entertained while you're doing this, because this will take you an afternoon to finish, depending on your level. So that was Shadow Complex, 100% in the bag. Ready for this? Easy. Although the last achievement is pretty time consuming, so let's bump it up a little bit to a medium. This is a pretty old game, so I imagine a lot of you have already played this and have gotten 100%. But those of you that haven't, or maybe kind of passed this by, if you are fans of the Metroid series and the Castlevania Metroidvania series of games, you are going to love this game. I guarantee it. And hey, the main guy's voiced by Nolan North before that became a thing. So you got that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more videos. And I am Johnny Chase, the Achievement Whore, reminding you that every point counts. See you next time.